sweetheart, huh? Oh, you're back.
And my front. Anyway,
No. No, your front is fine. But you yourself are back.
Yes.
Okay, what's the question?
In an effort to boost the ratings, Paramount decided they were going to introduce Servant of Nine, basically taking the titillation route.
Vodka.
Basically, they took the titillation route to boosting ratings, whereas Deep Space Nine, they took the dramatic route. They introduced another TNG character. They introduced the Defiant. Now, how did you feel about that, using tits and ass to increase ratings rather than dramatic? Sorry.
Well, if the man speaks the truth, speaks the truth.
I mean, 'cause I personally, as a viewer, I found it quite insulting and just, trying to titillate me to get me to watch a program. I'm watching it for the drama and the stories. I want some dramatic reason to be watching it.
Methinks thou dost protest too much.
Well, I was just wondering what you thought.
I will tell you how I felt, and I will tell you the truth. I was hurt. Stunned a little bit. I didn't want to see Jennifer Lean go. I'd really developed quite a friendship with that splendid young actress. But B, and equally importantly, based on my, I guess you could say my dictate to the authorities that I was not going to have sex. I wasn't going to do all that stuff. I really thought Paramount, in its forward-reaching philosophy, putting a female in the captain's seat, would give it a shot, right? Based on the female owning the captaincy. And they gave it a few seasons, but I guess they felt terribly frightened that the young men, who they believe are run by your you-know-whats, but I do not, would not stay alert enough without the excitement of a sexual figure. The girl herself acquitted herself very well. Beautifully written part, housed in a beautiful body. She did a damn good job, Jerry Ryan. But I resented the philosophical implications that we couldn't simply succeed, right? That we had to do it this way. I grew accustomed to it over time, but there's no point in deceiving you. That's how I felt. Don't you think that anybody in my position would feel that way? It wasn't personal. And I think it's been misinterpreted as a personal thing. It wasn't at all. It was just a sorrow. And I thought, they're trying here, but they're pulling back here. And it's still too soon. I am not a feminist, politically. But I'm a woman who's been on her own all my life. And we have to understand that the day must come when the men will understand completely and embrace that. And they do, if we would just let them. So I thought it was once again Hollywood appealing to the lowest common denominator.
My thoughts too.
Thank
you.
It's very hard for me. It's hard for me to address this because she was so popular and so beautiful. And it was such a successful ploy. But I would be less than honest if I told you that in the moment I didn't feel, do you know? If only we'd been given that extra chance. Because I say you exalt the audience rises with you. You take them down, they're happy to sink. I mean, look at American television. It's appalling. One more reality. Date my mom. No. What's next? Shoot myself. Yes.
I just wanted to make one little comment about what you just said a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
I had the good fortune to meet Jennifer Lean here a number of years ago.
Sweetheart, isn't
I
she?
thought she was lovely.
Yeah, I
I sat down and had a chat with her for a number of, quite a few minutes. I thought she was terrific, and I was really sorry to see her go. Well, my question is, I saw Endgame on television a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I was watching it on a high-definition telly, and I couldn't tell where the joins were with regards to Admiral Janeway and Captain Janeway when they were working together.
Wow.
I couldn't tell.
You couldn't.
Two questions, little ones. One, how much of a pain in the butt was it to film? And two, were you happy with how they made you age gracefully? Was that... Did it age you gracefully, or were you like, oh God, what is that?
Wait a minute.
I thought you looked distinguished, but...
He should quit while he's ahead. That's right. Again,
Yes.
my love of the split screen. You understand that I'm acting to nothing when I'm acting, when the captain's acting to the admiral and vice versa. Absolutely nothing. I get this much movement. And so the challenge was, can I bring that to life? Playing against nothing and having no room for error. Split screen is absolutely diabolical. So I thank you for that apparent seamlessness, which you've remarked on. And secondly, I had everything to do with Endgame. Talk about letting me get my hands dirty. I did everything in that particular episode. And the aging I chose the hair, I chose the makeup, I think I even chose the latex, I chose the uniform, and I thought, this is exactly how she would look at the age of 70. And this is exactly how I'd like to go out. And that's what we did. I know that a lot of people sort of resented it, found it not perfunctory, but perhaps too fast, that ending, right? And things wrapped up in a nice little bow, and what happened to the agony and the ecstasy, right? The Iliad and the Odyssey of Voyager. Well, it has to end. So what's really happening inside the audience is, oh, it has to end. And it has to be snipped. And I said, out, fast, and let's say goodbye to the Admiral, because in fact that is Janeway, and that's what she would do. And I was very, very proud of Endgame. And I like you very, very much.
Thank you. And if I could just say, congratulations on your promotion during Nemesis.
Thank you.
You're-